Hi, it's me, Jessica from It's a Quilt Shop LLC, and today we have tons of new arrivals. I want to just kind of briefly go through them because during the week I will also have individual videos on specific things after I've pulled everything out and got it inventoried. First up, though, is we have restocked all of our whites family of our confetti cottons, so the vintage whites, the ivories, but I wanted to point out that we got a new one. It's called Latte. I still find it to be in that off-white category, so I'm going to show you up against an off-white and up against a vintage white, and that way you guys can see the difference. The confetti cotton threads do have their own category on the website. So you just go to that shop now, and then you just go ahead and go to the confetti cottons. So here I have the vintage white. Right on top of it, I have what's called off-white. I know I have this super huge bright light above my head, so I am not even sure if that... Can you guys see a difference? Off-white, vintage white, which there is a slight difference there. And then this new one, it's called Latte. You see it? It's just like almost like shadowed. It's just a very light difference. I even kind of like it right there in between those two. But looking at the three together, I would say off-white, vintage white, and then latte. On the website, though, I do have the pictures directly from confetti cottons. I do see a difference on the website when I pull up those pictures. And then we'll do it like this, and you guys can see. It's just a 1, 2, 3, very light difference. But I wanted to let you know that we did get one last color added to that family. Our 3-yard cuts of wide backs have been selling much faster than I anticipated. Y'all have shown lots of love. I do appreciate it. So I am trying to make sure that I get those to continue coming in, and to I probably won't have very many more than one of, but I will continue to try to make sure and add those to each order. So this newest one is B Vintage in Sea Glass. So fun. And again, I don't open them. I do leave them in their packaging for you. And this one is B Dots in Sea Glass. I do still have currently in stock the Shabby Allspice, which has that, texture on it. It is not a solid. And I do still have the Shabby in Charcoal. Okay, now for the fun stuff. We got in some bundles. Leo and Savannah. And this one just makes my mama heart melt. So I am, just a little personal fun fact, I have 4 boys. So I am a sucker for dinosaurs and Hot Wheels and animals, and have wonderful, beautiful memories of all my children at different ages with different favorites. And one of them with my oldest was always his animals. And so this is called Leo and Savannah. We have this print in 3 colors. I will end up doing some inventory, getting these figured out. I will definitely have them in bundles, and I will definitely have them in kits with the Villa Rosa card. Here's another print that will come in multiple colors. These are just, they're so cute. Then we do have an animal print. And then we have the words in 2 colorways, or the text print. Upside down. There we go. So keep an eye out this week for the video that will show all the different bundles I'll end up creating from those. Then we have Kipling Garden. This one didn't come with very many prints, but it's still beautiful colors. I have some thoughts for these. I have a large order of Kate Fawcett arriving, which I know it's not Riley Blake, but it wasn't a new order from a new distributor. It was a closeout from an individual. And so I think what I'm going to do with some of these blenders, right? Look at these flowers, just gorgeous. Is take like this one, for example, and pair it into those Kate Fawcett's. This one as well, and then that very first one. So I'm not exactly sure what you'll see this week coming from these, only because I have plans. I'll probably put up a 1/4 yard bundle and a 1/2 yard bundle, and then the rest will go into making kits later on. Now this collection that arrived is Frank and Friends. Make some room up here. This super fun print. I don't even know what to call it. It's like, I want to say Argyle, and I'm not sure if that's 100% right or not. A spider web on white. A spider web on black. That same print again in a different colorway. Tossed pumpkins on an orange. Tossed pumpkins on a gray. And then these are very limited. So these, I'm not 100% sure what we can get out of them yet. That print in black. Super fun ghosties. And the spider webs on green. These are new. These are directly from Riley Blake, the manufacturer. They're just not coming in on bolts. And so it's a fun gamble of hit or miss on those. All right, so last but definitely not least, because it is a huge shipment. Glide thread has arrived, and I was just notified that more was coming from a second warehouse. I thought this was all of it. So what I need to do is get it up on its display, get the inventory put in, so bear with me. I'm a one-woman show. I will get it done this week. So if you have been looking for your free motion quilting threads, or if you've been looking for your embroidery threads, I am your lady. I adore Glide. I use Glide on my sit-down long arm. And I also use Glide in my embroidery machine. I love it, love it, love it. It is a really great 40 weight thread. I like Philtech in general, right? The company that makes Glide. I also am hoping to start carrying their pre-wound bobbins in white and black. It's called their clear Glide bobbins, but they come in white and black. You can buy them as individuals, or I'll probably put them in like 12 packs. I love using those in my embroidery machine. I do not use those specific ones in my long arm. For my long arm, I enjoy using their Magna Glide bobbins, which don't have a topper and a bottom. It's just the inner spool with the magnet, and it sticks to my bobbin case on my long arm. So keep an eye out on the website. These will be getting added as time allows. I forgot one super important thing that came in, and it wasn't in these boxes because I had already put it away. Oh, these are so cute. So I am a huge fan of decorating my personal sewing space with mini quilts and orphan blocks and things that I've received from online friends from all over the world. So these just, oh, I love them, love them, love them. They are Lori Holt's Quilt Seeds. Let's see if I can turn that. Stitch All Things Quilty. This uses the mercantile. I do not have the mercantile line, but that's where these 6 fall under. So this one is Tea and Notions. It's a miniature quilt. It's just, oh, it's so cute. This one is Sewing Machine. Scissors and Buttons. Needle and Thread. Iron and Starch. And if you notice, there's like a little miniature quilt block in each one. Pins and pin cushions. So there are 6. Currently they are listed as 6-pack, 1 of each in your bundle. 1 has already sold. I mean, I just got that put up online and it was gone pretty quickly. Lori Holt, puts out different versions of these, I believe, with her lines. Again, this one came out with the mercantile line, but you can use any fabrics, right? You can mix and match and scrap it up, and you can make them into a quilt. They are coming in at, creates a finished 29 by 25 block. That's written on this guy here. Finishing 70 by 87 quilt pattern using blocks 1 through 6. So again, I have them listed as the 6-pack, and in this specific envelope, it is telling me that there is a quilt pattern using 1 through 6 to create a full quilt at 70 by 87. That's just, can you imagine seeing that on your guest bed all laid out as a quilt? Or hanging like right here behind me. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you again soon.